Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Daily Journal series. We're starting off this episode on Wednesday night. I'm recording this the night before I'm releasing this episode because, as you know, I'm splitting my sleep sessions and I wanted to catch my reaction live as is typical. So, let's get right into the sleep session. Right into that daily sleep session, you know? Well, now it's twice daily. So, this is going to be the one that's going to have the daily biscuit for. As you can see, we're rocking about 2.8 million. Yeah, and as you can see, I had to do that. I did my sleep session a little bit later, my simulated one, my nap, a little bit later in the day than I usually do. Definitely slumbering style. Yeah, I don't even think I needed to say that. Oh, and that's right, it's boosted right now because of the event. I forgot about that. I also did get the 1,000 dream points or whatever they're called. Wow, 8 styles out of 26%. Oh my gosh, that feels crazy at Old Gold Power Plant. I guess with 2.5 times drowsy power though. That makes total sense. Because that's like getting a 50, more than 50 with 2.8 mil. So, still pretty significant. We also have an Aaron incense because, you know, why not? Um, oh, Quaquavel, new style. Oh yeah, I guess there is boosted new style rates right now too. That's another aspect of the event. 3-star Quaquavel. That's pretty cool. Let me pull that up real quick and I'll add it. Got a log that I found this guy. He's putting me way at the end. Now the only Quaquavel line style that we're missing is 4-star Quaxwell. Ugh, why was it so difficult for me to say there? Probably because it's late. It's currently 1:50 a.m. local time. It's for me, so that's probably why. Okay, Dream Dance Sleep for Quackable. I'll take some more Quackable candies. Level 75 isn't out yet, but once it is, we will be wanting those pretty heavily. And on top of that, the Dream Shards. Can't say no to the Dream Shards. As for the Pokemon here, the ones that I'm most interested to catch, probably the Aaron. Alrighty, I think if I oh, Hungry Pichu, Hungry Shuppet, Hungry Magneton. Well, here's the thing. I've got limited sleep point purchases left of biscuits here. So I only have so many biscuits that I can even purchase. Although tomorrow there are 3 more meals left. That's the 4th day of the event. We should be getting 5 more biscuits. So, is it worth it to gamble on a lucky crit on a Magneton? You know, I don't encounter Magneton that often. Oh, and the Aaron's only 2 away. I'm in a situation where I need a lot of biscuits and don't really have a whole lot of biscuits. You know what? I'm gonna buy all these eventually. That's how I'm looking at this. I'll eventually use these. It's guaranteed. It's just a question of when and why. I don't think Shuppet's worth it with how limited we are on biscuits right now. I guess we will be getting 5 more though tomorrow night. Before tomorrow night is over. You know what? We're just gonna go full against the walls and just feed everything that's hungry. Okay. It didn't mega hit. That's alright though. All the rest of it that's there, next time it's hungry, it's gonna mega hit. You'll see it. I don't even really need a... I don't need a Banette at all. I'm just gonna leave it there. Because I don't need a Banette at all, really. That's an old gold power plant mon, and I have good old gold power plant mons. I'm going to catch the Pichu. Oh, no, I'm not gonna catch it. I'm feeding it 1. Just to get more value out of the biscuits. If I encounter it again, I'll feed it. If it's hungry again, I'll feed it 2 more. That's the way I'm settling here. Okay, and then We do actually want the Aaron. I feel like I didn't feed it the other day, but oh well. Like when it was on 2, but whatever. I'm feeling very spendy today, I guess. And then we'll spend our daily biscuit on the grubbin. Just to bring something else home. Yeah. That's what we'll do. I could spend it on the magneton and take it home, but then at that point, then the biscuits would have all been a waste. No, we'll catch an extra grubbin. If nothing else, we convert biscuits to candy. That's not the best usage of our biscuits when we're this low, but... Oh, I just realized it's probably really quiet. Yeah, I'll turn it up for you guys a little bit more. That's where I usually have it adjusted for when it's screen recording. I have to adjust it in between when I'm doing like background music versus the screen recording, because for some reason the app that I use for casting to my computer is really quiet. So okay, so that's all we're catching this morning. We'll save those 2 Poke Biscuits for a later date. Neroli is telling us about the serious strides we're making. We'll see how serious the strides are tonight. Grubbin candy for sure. Catch him mid-wobble. That's lots of candies, though. That's pretty nice. Oh, man. 27k. 28k. Just a little over. It's pretty good to see. Lax. I don't know what lax is, so it probably is something that doesn't matter at all. ABA is meh. It's got ingredient finding. I just have better... I have better options. I don't care about him. Okay, and then what's the Grubbin got? Now, honestly, for another Grubbin to invest in, Modest Nature, not terrible, not amazing either. It's a little better than average. That's ingredients up, speed down. I ideally am looking for AAC, because I already have good mono options, and if I'm going to invest in another Vikavolt, I want it to be one that can make that new top tier dish, that can make coverage on honey and coffee. Hey, it's got AAC, asking it shall receive. But ingredient finding is way too late. I think this guy is not it. even with the list that I'm interested in, an okay nature, and help speed S eventually comes in, but that'd be 2 sub-skills, or 1 sub-skill seed of investment to even get it to be M. If this ingredient finding and the inventory were swapped, I would be ecstatic about this guy, because I could see this as a good long-term goal for potentially making the new top 2 dessert. However, I will start because it's interesting, and I do want to run it through Rain on X. Well, I'll just run it through Rain on X right now. I got the time. I'll make a production comparison. Why not? Okay. Let's see. Why am I... Okay, I'm getting rid of that. If I pull in this Grubbin as a Vikavolt... Now, realistically, I would only be using this guy on good camp ticket weeks. Because I'd be looking to make this meal, the Clodzar Eclairs, which take 22 honey and 24 coffee. So our goals are 72 coffee, ideally. That's the harder one to make because the AAC list produces more honey than it does coffee. So I just like these sorts of combos. I think they're cool. Let's see. I'll show you guys what I got going on here. I would sub-skill seed that for sure. I wouldn't want to sub-skill seed the inventory, but if it happens, it happens. Like, because that'd be a coin flip. Alright, and then we have Modest Nature. My Rainon is acting kind of slow today. If I get it to 60, what does it do? Let's see. We want to be looking at ingredient production. So 74 honey, that's plenty of honey, but it is lacking in coffee, so we wouldn't need to overstock, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Ideally, we run it against, like, 1 or 2 help bonus Pokemon, which if we get, like, 2 running, then, you know, 52 coffee, we're way overproducing the honey. Honey would definitely become a filler or something else, but to make that 72, I mean... Right now, I'm stockpiling 36 a day for a meal. This is less than 36 off, so this is feasible. So I will keep it in the box. I don't think I'm investing anytime soon. Because, well, if I'm investing, it's for a team that isn't even really a thought in my mind yet. Because I would also need a hefty milk and cacao producer. Cough Cough Blastoise, which if you know anything about my Blastoise hunt, it has not been good. So, I'm actually I'm at like 33 catches for Squirtle. So, I've got pretty low odds of catching a good ABB Blastoise, which is really what you'd be looking for here. I would really be looking for that because I also have an Espeon that's very powerful. That has Mono Milk. So, I also have Flareon that's pretty good. That's Mono Milk. So, potentially I could be making this in off weeks if I ran the Vikavolts. Well, but I wouldn't want to do that, though, because I would need to be overstocking coffee for it. So, there are problems. I'm interested to see if I get them to 100, though, when he gets that ingredient finding M. How does it compare? Because at 100, he's going to be good, because then he finally gets ingredient finding M. Then it makes enough coffee. But by the time this is out, there's probably some sort of new meal. Because that's years down the road for level 100. Potentially with the weight of new level releases currently. So, that's kind of how I'm looking at it. Oh, darn, I didn't want to click that button. Man, my head is out of it. That's what I get for recording a video at 2 a.m. Okay, let's claim this mission, and then we'll swap back to regular me. And that is regular, not super tired, late at night me right now. And it's morning me. Would you look at that? Time flies. Oh yeah, I haven't synced to the Go++ yet, and there Gardevoir there. So I haven't tapped Gardevoir. You want to do that after syncing to the Go++, because if you do it before, and then you don't get any of your nighttime energy back, even if that nighttime energy is pretty small, you still do want to get it because every bit counts. There was a deleted session, and the deleted session was like 10 minutes long because I realized that... Here, I'll show this off. In Master 12 is where 3-star Raikou can spawn. We have boosted new styles potentially right now, and because of the Good Sleep event. And I was at Master 11 when I started my sleep session last night, and I'm not sure when the Go++ goes off of that. If it goes off of when you sync, or if it goes off of when you start the sleep session on the thing, if it tracks your time or something. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't putting this thing to bed until I had Master 12 on the account, because I was pretty close to it. So I ended that sleep session, started a new one, and we have potential at seeing 3-star Raikou tonight. It's unlikely because there are still 15 styles that I'm missing at Old Gold Power Plant that we could potentially be seeing. But we have a potential. There's potential. And I wasn't going to miss the opportunity to it on a night where the rarer sleep styles are possible. Especially with a 2.5 times boosted Drowsy power. Unfortunately, I noticed that 2 of the styles that I'm missing right now are 3 and 4-star Clefable, which are boosted even more because the Clefairy line has extra boosts during the Good Sleep event. So I would honestly be kind of surprised if I didn't see at least one of them tonight, or after this sleep session. Even though we did split, splitting the sleep session was maybe a mistake because it decreases that drowsy power on this bigger one where I'm trying to get 3-star Raikou, but I didn't realize that until later in the day that was potential. Okay, we're making the Zingzap Cola, and then after this, we're going to swap the Walrein off back for the Quaquaval, because we do need like 4 more leaks for today's leak production, and I try to carry over at least 40 leaks into the next day. No crit, despite a 40% chance. So far, we've gotten 1 of, I think, of the 5, 6, 9 meals that we've made at 40% crit chance. We've had 1 crit, so that is pretty bad luck. I would say. We gotta be getting those crits soon, right? Okay, Master 13 now. That's good to see. And yeah, just to make sure that we get the leaks we need for the day, we'll swap off Walrein again for Quackable. Because we want to build up at least 4 more leaks for our last meal of the day today, and 40 leaks for starting tomorrow off is kind of my goal. Okay, we'll collect our daily gift. I'm so glad how much quicker, swifter the load screens are than they were at launch. Those of you that are newer players have no clue what it was like at in the early game, or when it was first released. I swear we were playing Loading Screen Simulator. They've optimized it so much. Collect our daily candy. And then we'll get right into the sleep session where we have potential to see that boosted 3-star Raikou. I didn't think we'd be at this point by literally Wednesday night. But it's a possibility. And I would love for it to happen. Is RNG in our favor today? We'll find out. Like I said, 76%. That makes sense with the split sleep session. I try to do my best to get a snoozing type. But that looks like it's going to be dozing instead. Yep. Would you look at that? Oh, well. It's still pseudo-balanced, so there's still potential. Of our dozing type sleeps that we could get, there's still 4-star, 2-star Vikavolt, 3-star Meowscarada, 4-star Mimikyu, and 4-star Charjabug are our boosted dozing spawns that we could be getting here. Of course, 8 spawns. There's no shocker there. Four-star Grubbin, 3-star Arbok, Mimikyu. Wow, are there no new styles? Wow. All this time I was talking about what the new styles are that I could be getting because of the boosted new styles event. Their thing with the Good Sleep Day. I thought we'd have maybe Clefairy or something. And not a single new style. That is honestly shocking. I would not have expected that at all. How much do they boost the new style rates on Good Sleep events? That kind of makes me wonder. Is it like the slightly boosted rates of some events? Where it's like, oh, it's slightly boosted, but slightly boosted really doesn't help anything at all. Okay, nothing is hungry also. And we don't have a daily biscuit. I don't think any of this stuff is worth it for a great biscuit. Like, none of this stuff is on my long-term hunt list because I already either have them or they're things that I'm not that interested in. Like, or they're like, Mimikyu is interesting, don't get me wrong. But I don't want to be catching a Mimikyu with great biscuits when it's not hungry because it's not just at the top of it's not at the top of my priority list. And for a 16-pip Pokemon, I would hope for more out of what it can do. So, yeah, nothing's getting fed today. Nothing's getting fed this morning. This mega session is all for just candies, I guess. And I'll send out the Mimikyu because even though I think Grubbin is more... It's more meta relevant, that's for sure. But Mimikyu is rarer. So those that are using it will get more we'll appreciate the Mimikyu candy more, I feel like. Okay. That is good to see, though. 42k Dream Shards. That's pretty significant. That is very significant, actually. And we got the mission reward for using 7 incenses. That should be, I think it's just some Dream Shard. Oh, no, it's candies. You know, I'll take the candies. Candies are never bad. And by the end of the day, we should get those 5 extra biscuits. That will be huge for us. Yeah. Things are going well, I would say. I was kind of hoping for a new style, but oh well. And we got a badge of some sort. Let's see, bug type scene. That's my guess, because we saw 3 Grubbin this morning. Hey, I was right! What do you know? Free diamonds. Okay. I wonder how many times I've guessed and got that, and actually got it right. Usually I'm wrong, because, you know, you can never really know unless you're tracking that to a T. But yeah, we're looking at 3.2 million strength right now. This is Thursday morning. This is basically after 3 full days. We're getting about 1.1 million basically per full day. We don't need to be running incense anymore, and I don't think we have any more. We don't have any more Pokemon incenses to use, so no more incenses to be run because you met the mission. But yeah, that's everything for this account. So thank you guys have enjoyed the video, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you want to join the Discord, that link will be in the description. Come hang out. It's always a pretty good time. And yeah, as always, I thank you guys for watching and hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.